Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay. Cool deal. All right, guys. Just let me know when we're
ready.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Awesome. Well, just to reintroduce myself, everyone, my name is Roscoe. I'm one of the vice presidents here with the company. I'm going to give you guys a brief demonstration on everything that we got going on here. But just to give you a little background on the company and kind of what we're all about. The name of the company is UWAY Direct, and we are an international distribution company that specializes in the technology industry. So it's taking technology from all around the globe, namely Asia, packaging it, getting it compliant, and then obviously bringing it here to the United States of America. Okay, so the very first product that we're launching is the Ubox. We're very excited about it. It's about a year and a half, 2 years in the making, but about realistically 3 weeks in actually being here. So we're super excited about all the growth. Just so you guys understand the names on the wall, Money Street Incorporated, they're the venture capitalist organization. They funded me in my research, and they've been patient with me and kind, and they've gotten us to where we are here. So that's what we got going on. So as far as the product itself, every Ubox comes with 3 pieces of hardware. Okay, so the first piece of hardware that it comes with is a remote control. The second piece of hardware that it comes with is an HDMI cord, which plugs directly into the television screen. And then last but not least, it comes with a power cord. Okay, and that's it, just 3 pieces of hardware. So it makes it very mobile. You can take it with you on the road, you can go to hotels with it. It works anywhere in the world as long as there's an internet connection. Okay, you have to have an internet connection. So we recommend a speed of at least 10 megabits per second in order for it to work. The average household start you out at 20 megabits per second. So, as long as you're like 10 or above, you're good. But the faster it works, the faster your internet, obviously, the faster your computer works. Because in essence, it is a computer. The very first thing that it does when you plug it into your television is it turns your television into a computer screen. Right? So, we partnered up with Android to provide this software that you see here, very familiar to a lot of people that have Android smartphones. You click on and you can customize the toolbar down here. Oh, by the way, every box also comes with 3 USB inputs, so you can control it with 3 different USB devices. Right now I have this wireless mouse and this wireless keyboard sold separately, and they're in here controlling it. You can even plug in a webcam as well. Because as you see here, it's one of the applications. You can Skype on here. You can check your Facebook, your Gmail, Netflix, YouTube. This little global icon right here actually is pretty cool because it allows you to go on to the internet and browse, just the same way you would a laptop or a computer. You can go on Facebook. You can, anything that your regular browser you can do on here as well. The good thing is, instead of having or staring at a 17-inch screen, you got your big screen TV. Cool. But you take it back, and that's pretty cool, but it's not really cutting edge, right? It's not really cutting edge. You can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, you can get smart TVs anywhere, but it's a cool little feature that we throw in there. What really separates us, however, is this little application that you see right here called the X. Is anybody familiar with XBMC? Have you heard of XBMC before? Some people, yeah. Okay. Well, XBMC stands for Xbox Media Center, and it was a platform created by Microsoft in 1988. And what it did was it helped gamers communicate with one another. It's evolved over the years to become what it is today. It's a platform by which people can actually share video, music. They can even stream video games nowadays through XBMC. So it's a pretty powerful platform. The problem is it's not the most user-friendly. You have to be kind of technical. You have to be tech-savvy to jump on it. Not the average person can just navigate through it. They have pop-ups. They have like add-ons, and another interesting thing called viruses. Right? Trojan horse viruses that can ruin your entire computer. So for the average person, it's not that good. But what we did was we created a software, patented it to where it controls XBMC, takes all the pitfalls out, so to speak. So it makes it pass what we like to call the mom test. Like if my mom can use it, anybody can use it, right? You guys remember my mom? She just learned how to text message like a year ago, so she's not the most sophisticated when it comes to technology. We just made it plug and play. So without further ado, we click onto XBMC, and it takes you over here. The Ubox update gives you a number of different programs by which you can access. You can check videos, which we'll get back to. Music is pretty awesome because with this program, it'll allow you to access all the streaming music that you see on the web. Okay, so your Pandora, your TuneIn Radio, your Vivo, your Spotify, you can check it all through this application right here. Every box also comes with an audio optical output. Okay, so you can plug right into your sound bars, you can plug right into your speaker systems. It's a pretty cool system. So if you just used it all by itself, just as a music player, it's pretty powerful. It even has a karaoke app. Filipinos love that. They love that. So, you know, you can plug in your USB mic and sing karaoke even. That's the music player. The video player is really where the action starts. So, I mean, if you check on here, these are 7 of our favorite applications. First one being US TV Now. Now, if you guys don't mind me asking, does anybody here pay for cable at home? Anybody? Yes. Do me a favor, shout out your cable company. Cox, DirecTV. Okay. Is it safe to say that they would charge you for the basic channels? They'll charge anywhere between $40 and $80 a month, just for the basics, though, not like the Showtime or premium channels, but just the basics. Well, here for US TV Now, we want to give you all the basic channels. Your ESPN, your CNN, your TNT, all the basic channels with live support on US TV we'll give to you absolutely free. And once again, we got to check the internet connection, make sure that's rocking. So the good thing is it'll allow you to watch them live streaming as you watch it, okay, as they're playing. And that's television with commercials. One thing we also have to check is the internet speed. You have to have, I mentioned earlier, you have to have a minimum 10 megabits per second. So this will tell you what the speed's running at. It's running pretty well. Every box also comes with the internet speed test application, so you can check before you even start how fast the internet's going. So this application right here with the speed test, you have to have a minimum download speed of 10 megabits per second. So here it says 31. It works good. Okay. So getting back to XBMC, GoTV gives you all the television programming without commercials. So this is like television on demand. Do you guys have like Netflix? Anybody have Netflix? Okay. So this is kind of like for Netflix, but on steroids. Because it gives you every single television program, pretty much in the history of television programming. So it doesn't matter what the network is, whether it's Game of Thrones, I think that's on HBO, or you have your, Empire or Sons of Anarchy. You'll be able to access, I think Sons of Anarchy, House of Cards. Have you guys heard of House of Cards? Mm-hmm. That's only available on Netflix, but we give you every single episode up to date. Okay? So up to date episodes, no commercials, you'll be able to access on GoTV. And it's not just the newest shows, whatnot. It also applies to all the old shows. We were watching I Love Lucy, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Happy Days on here. All you do is click onto the search right here, and it gives you the ability to access all those episodes commercial free.
Can you demonstrate that for me?
Sure. Go out here. For instance, I'm a big. What's your favorite? What's your favorite episode, or what's your favorite television show? Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Sons of Anarchy, we'll click on, for instance. And a lot of people, if you go on Netflix, you'll be able to access Sons of Anarchy. The problem is, they only give you up to season 6, correct?
Yeah.
They always hold off on season so they can get DVD sales going and this and that. But here, we give you all the way to season 7, where if you click on the season 7, it'll give you a drop-down list of all the different episodes, each season. So, for instance, it says here 7X01. That stands for, obviously, Season 7, Episode 1. That's Season 7, Episode 2, 3, 4, all the way down to the last episode, Season 13. Okay, so all you have to do at this point is click on Menu, press Autoplay, and it'll search for the best possible feed. Now, what this technology that we've developed does is what's called file scraping. Okay? So all it's doing is simply file scraping the entire internet and searching for the best possible feed. Now, once it's latched itself to the best possible feed, it draws it back into the box, and then out through the HDMI port onto your television screen. What this box does not allow you to do is it does not allow you to download, it does not allow you to duplicate, it does not allow you to host anything that you see on here. So basically what we're doing, and the reason why we're able to become compliant, is because we're operating in an unregulated space. And the unregulated space is called streaming and file sharing technology. As of last Thursday, it strengthened our position in the marketplace because the FCC just passed a new law called net neutrality, and I encourage you guys to look at it. They've been going back and forth on net neutrality now for
previously on.
They've been going back and forth on net neutrality now for the last couple of years. It was basically, the cable companies wanted to regulate what type of traffic, what type of websites that you could see and view, because they were finding, things like Netflix and Amazon were just taking so much bandwidth and this and that. So they were trying to regulate it. So the FCC just passed a rule where it's completely unregulated, and it's back to the status quo, even less regulated than it was before. So it's put together a platform by which this business can really explode. Because before, the only thing that really was a controversy over was streaming technology. After Napster, we realized they couldn't shut down file sharing because then it opens a Pandora box. Like you have to shut down emails and this and that. So the reason Napster fell apart was because they determined it was a platform by which you can download and duplicate. Well, now that we've created this box and all we're doing is streaming file sharing, we're completely compliant. And now, the beneficiaries are the users. So this is an example. As you guys see, the quality, it's HD, it's streaming. It's not taking up any of the storage on here at all because you're not storing anything. It's just streaming. Cool?
Cool.
All right, awesome. So that's just an example right there. So we have television without commercials, and that's any show in the history, pretty much. You'll be able to access and Go TV. Now, Go Movies is another thing. Are you guys movie fans? Anybody?
Yep.
Movie
Oh,
fans?
yeah.
Awesome. So we'll run a search. The good thing is here, you can find movies, as long as you know how to spell them. Sometimes I struggle with that. But you can search by movie or actor. So we'll start with movies. Does anyone have a favorite movie that they have, that they like?
How about Sniper? You got Sniper on there?
American Sniper? Or what's your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, favorite movie of all time?
Yeah. Sniper.
The Warriors.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good
Warriors.
one. The Warriors. Is that spelled correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Check out The Warriors. You click the search, and it'll give you these. Is this one you're talking about?
Yeah.
1979, the
Yeah.
classic?
Yeah.
The bottles? And
Yeah. Warriors.
Warriors come out to play. Actors is also awesome. You can type in an actor's name, and it will give you kind of like their discography, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right? So is there anybody who have a favorite actor?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. I love Adam Sandler. One of my favorites. Oh, there it is. Look, he's smiling. He has a Ubox. He's excited. You click on the Adam Sandler, and it'll kind of give you like, the bigger the movie star, the more the more titles they obviously have. So you click on Adam Sandler, and it'll kind of give you
Every movie that he's ever shot.
Movies that he's pretty much shot. Sometimes we use a script error because they have so many, but we'll get back to that. I just want to show you guys a couple of different ones, different movies that you guys will see too. Because you mentioned American Sniper, and American Sniper is kind of a newer movie, right?
Right.
It's kind of like in theaters now, and so we click on popular, and here are some of the movies that you see here. You mentioned American Sniper. It's on there.
Can you click on that so we can see it play?
50 Shades of Grey. We have the Warriors. We have Avengers. We click onto American Sniper.
Got the Birdman too, huh?
Yeah, Birdman. So let me just explain a little bit because I know you guys probably have some questions. You say, "Oh, what's going on here? You guys get these new movies, see these Asian guys walking around, bootleg movies. What's going on here?" So let me just give you guys a little background on kind of how the thing works. Once again, we're operating in an unregulated space, streaming and file sharing technologies. That's how we're compliant. Okay. But the movies, this still doesn't give an explanation as to how do we get access to these movies? They're early, right? So kind of goes back to Hollywood and the Hollywood story. And we all agree that Hollywood's a pretty profitable industry. They know how to make money. That's because they rarely take any losses. Okay, because let's say American Sniper, for instance, costed $50 million to create. Well, before it's ever shown here in the United States of America, the first thing that they do is they go all around the world selling the licensing agreements to each and every country. So they may go to Australia and sell it for $10 million, or they'll go to England and sell it for $10 million. Maybe they'll go to the Philippines and sell it for a couple million, right? They go all around the world to make sure they recoup their entire film budget before ever hitting the United States of America. While I was living abroad, I would watch these movies before any of my friends did, and I would ruin it for them. I'd call them up like, this is how Gone Girl ended. You know, I'd mess it up for them because I just thought it was funny that we get them like so much earlier. So now what you're seeing is, so this is what'll happen. Just to go back to it, it'll give you all these different links. See, each and every one of these links is an option by which you can click and watch the movie. So the way it works with the software is it organizes it by the best link. So it'll go up to the top, find the best one, and bring it in. I won't display it right now only because I want to get through the whole presentation. But you see how it has the first one, Ubox, it'll allow you to watch that one first. Okay. Or the second one, if that one doesn't work, the second one works. Okay. But there's an autoplay option where you can click here, and it'll just find the best available one, and it'll queue it for you. Okay. So that's how it pretty much works in terms of how it gets it. But getting back to the Hollywood story, the reason why they're able to get these movies earlier, because what's happening is you have countries such as China, they have a different type of copyrights than they do in the States, to where when a movie comes out in theaters in China, it comes out on DVD the same exact day. So when that happens, it's kind of like, okay, what's to stop a person who owns the DVD in China from putting it on a computer and uploading it into the cloud to be accessed for the rest of the world? You know, I try to tell people it's the World Wide Web, not just the American Wide Web. Yeah. And I like to sit here and act smarter than I actually am, but in all honesty, this technology's been around. It's been there in China for the last 7 years. They've moved close to 1 billion units, something similar to this. That's because out there they don't have your traditional cable company, DirecTV. The only way they can access U.S. programming is through the internet. So this came out of necessity for that region. Where in here, it's like, okay, it didn't have to really come because people had options. If it doesn't work and you can't find it on the computer, they'll just click right on cable and find it. So now what we did is we took the box, that type of technology, and we got it compliant with everything that's going here. Because the original box from China, their technology wasn't allowed here. They allowed you to do some crazy things to it. Like you could burn it as you're streaming, like all kinds of duplication, like whatever. So we just had to stop the ability to duplicate and download. And really patent that. So the hardware was generated and manufactured in China, where the software is developed in the Philippines, and the programming is developed here domestically. So that's how we put all the pieces together. You know, we have the Ubox. Cool. And I'll get back to other ones as well. I just want to show you guys a couple more things. There's the movies. So we have US TV Now, which gives you live streaming television. We have Go TV, which allows you to watch television without commercials. You have Go Movies, which allows you to watch all the movies, search for movies through actors or movie titles. Phoenix is amazing because it gives you international programming. So all the different countries from all around the world you'll be able to check out. Cartoon HD is wonderful. A lady the other day came in here and she called this the babysitter box because it has every single cartoon that you can think of in the history of cartoons. So every episode, every single one, like if you have kids, this thing is a savior. Someone was even able to share with us, file share their Disney collection, where they gave us every single Disney movie. I'll show you guys just a list so that you guys can kind of see. There's different formats you can take a look at. But they gave us every single Disney movie since the very first one in 1937 and moved us all the way up. Snow White all the way to the top. Alright? To the newest one. Wherein if you wanted to click on Tinkerbell, for instance, that's the newest one on the Disney motion pictures. Just so that you guys see kind of like the quality that they have available as well.
place for all
Without
seasons to
seamlessly,
flourish,
right?
side by side.
Quality is pretty impressive. So, you have that available. Okay. So as far as Disney movies, as far as cartoons, like it's unparalleled as far as the children's programming. Project Free TV is amazing as well. A lot of people will ask me, well, what about DVR capabilities? Are you able to DVR? Well, with Project Free TV, once again, we're not able to download anything or store anything, but Project Free TV does it for you. It captures every single episode of every single show on network television within the last 24 hours, the last 3 days, last 7 days, last month, even the last 90 days. And it's cool enough to even put it in alphabetical order for you guys, so you don't have to search by network per se. You can just go in, you can click. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit more content, but it'll just gather everything within the last 24 hours, put it into the system, and allow you to access it. So if you missed yesterday's episode of American Idol, or you missed episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live or whatever, what this application allows people to do is DVR everything without having you to set the DVR. You know, a lot of times I'll just miss shows because the DVR is too complicated for me to figure out.
Or you run out of space.
Yeah, or you run out of space, or it'll only allow you to do like maybe 5 to 6 shows at a time. Is that how it normally works? And most of the times too with these DVRs, they charge you per box that that DVRs.
Yeah.
So per room, it's another $10 a box per room if you have like a couple DVRs. So the cool thing about here is it eliminates the need for that, eliminates that bill as well, because it gives you everything. So if you missed yesterday's episode of Alaska: The Last Frontier, I think that's on the Discovery Channel, or Angry Birds, or Black Sails, or whatnot. It'll pretty much do it all for you.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Cool. Missed The Voice season 4, episode 8.
Okay.
It'll get it everything for you. And you saw that that was just within the last 24 hours. It does a search even up to the last 90 days.
No commercials on that.
No commercials. Yeah. So that's Project Free TV. Dragon Streams is an interesting application they put together. It gives you all the sporting events, so all the live sporting events, basketball, baseball, football. So even pay-per-view events, they say. Hypothetically speaking, if there was a big fight to happen on May 2nd between the greatest boxer of all time and some clown named Floyd, you'll be able to access here on Dragon Streams live in HD, uninterrupted. We watched the Ronda Rousey fight. We watched the Silva fight. I'm a WWE fan. I'm not ashamed to admit it. You can watch SummerSlam and all the pay-per-view events on Dragon Stream, which saves a bunch of money. Like these 7 right here that you see are just 7 of our favorite apps. And once again, the great thing about the box is that it's like a living, breathing organism. We're always updating. We're always putting new information on, taking information out. So that's the way when you see it working, just like how a computer is working, it's because we're updating it, we're getting more content, it's getting better. You see 7 apps here. You click onto the add-ons, and it gives you another 64 in your mainframe. Just to go over a couple with you, Beat.com is one of the most comprehensive adult programming search engines on the entire internet. You can search any adult film, any adult actor, actress, or whatnot. You can check it out on here. However, if there's kids in the household and you want to put parental locks, or the adult scene is not really your thing, you can always click on here to menus, go to add-on information. You can disable it from the mainframe. You can uninstall it completely from your box, or you can change the log and put parental controls on it. So either way, it's your option. It's up to you. DocuHub is amazing because it gives you all documentaries. Concert archive. It gives you live concerts and all the concerts from the past, the classic, Rolling Stones, all those ones. Those are cool. Food Channel obviously gives you Food Channel on demand. Genesis is actually the mother program to Go Movies and Go TV. So you can get everything on Genesis that you would Go TV, Go Movies. Actually, they're actually merging those two into Genesis. So in a little while, Go Movies and Go TV will be irrelevant. You can get everything from Genesis iLive lets you see all kinds of streaming. I mean, we were able to watch a live lecture on quantum physics at Harvard University on iLive. So it gives you something like the self-help and just streaming live from all over the world. HoloLive is tremendous in terms of its international programming. Over 80 different countries, over 1,000 different international channels. So I know Spanish is a big, a big market. Mexican programming from Colombia, El Salvador. You'd be able to access on Holo TV. Movies HD is another one. As far as like basketball, football, hockey, you'd be able to get on here as well. There's a UFC app which allows you to backtrack all the UFC fights from the very first UFC fight all the way through. Gives you behind the scenes, interviews with fighters and whatnot. It's just an app dedicated just to UFC. Sports Devil, once again, it's another streaming website or another streaming app which allows you to watch all the sporting programs live. You'll be able to catch it on here. There's a couple more sports for the people who love sports. World News Live is amazing because it gives you live news all around the world. So you click on whether it's your ABC, your CNN, your C-SPAN, you'd be able to click BBC to news channels all around the world, So if you were to click on ABC News, you click on there, it'll give you the news that's playing on ABC.
Moved out of his house, gave me his house, and I have the kids for the weekend.
Right.
So I cooked for them,
That's
drew their
what's going on.
baths. We played art projects. I went.
So it gives you that. So far you see about 64 different applications, aside from the 7 that you saw in the mainframe. When you click on here, on the Get More feature, and it'll show you over 1,100 different applications. So, I mean, it's unlimited as far as content is concerned. I probably know the box as good as anybody, but as you see right here, 1,115 different apps, right? I probably know this box is good or better than anybody, and I feel as though I haven't even scratched 10% of its content. These are all apps, separate apps, that'll lead you to a new portal. People asked me the other day, like, Roscoe, does this thing come with a TV guide? I mean, we'll give you the basics, but, I mean, really, does the internet come with a TV guide? This is, in essence, what it is. You just have to search for it, and you'll find it. Anything, you'll find it. Even YouTube. We even installed the YouTube application here. What we did for our viewers is we've taken away all the ads. So there's no ads. Normally when you click on a YouTube and you search, you got to watch a 2-minute commercial. We wipe that out for you guys as well. So all of those things that you see, we made available through the Ubox. And with the box, all we're doing is we're selling computers. We're not charging a monthly fee. But we're not charging like installation or anything like that. It's just computers. That's all we're selling. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Do you guys have any questions in regards to the technical part of it?
You have a question, Tim?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
Appreciate you guys for sitting here. I know it's a longer presentation.
So, like with the copyright,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I understand that it's not downloading. But like for instance, like if businesses are playing music, like Muzak, is a company that goes around and scares small businesses,
Yes.
For playing radio
Yeah.
at their business, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't this be kind of the same way?
Well, businesses, they operate in a different, if you're in business and you have to, like for instance, that's a great question because the person was asking us, well, if we had the Ubox, technically, could we show the Ronda Rousey fight, with the Ubox? And I said, you guys are free to do what you want to do, it's your business. However, you understand that there's different licensing that goes in the commercial facilities.
So it's at buyer's risk.
Yeah, it's buyer's risk as far as commercial, because for a pay-per-view event, you have to pay separate licensing to show an event, depending on the capacity of your.
Yeah, I own the club.
Yeah, so you understand.
It costs me $1,000 to put on a UFC fight.
Exactly, because you have to pay that separate licensing. So if an agent were to come in, you have to provide that. Whether you showed it through the Ubox or you bought a pay-per-view or whatever, you'd have to show that.
Yeah.
Now, what you do in the privacy of your own home cannot be regulated, and that position got strengthened last Thursday by the FCC. But as far as a business and how it works in a business, you still have to abide by the laws that govern your business.
Okay.
So the Ubox is that, you can do what you want with it, but just like you can do what you want with a laptop or a computer, you can break into the CIA mainframe if you like, and how you use it is up to you. But in terms of in the privacy of your own home, the government said you can do whatever you want. But in a business setting, you have to abide by, whatever rules and regulations go with licensing.
And that's how you got the FCC stamp on it, so that you explain all. They seen all this, and
You have to. You can't
Yeah.
just put 100,000 units, without
Yeah.
crossing your T's or dotting your I's.
Yeah.
I tried, but
Yeah.
they won't let you. So, we have to make it compliant. And that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's a computer.
So the MLM side, if we can talk about that a
Yeah.
little bit.
I can break the comp plan for you.
Yeah, if you can.
That would be okay. Awesome. We retail the product for $3.99. So just like you said, if a person just wanted to purchase it, we retail the box for $3.99. Some people are not interested in making money or anything, but they come in, they see a cool product, they're like, oh man, how can I buy it? We retail for $3.99. Okay. But then there's those people who see the product and they say, hey, I might know some people that will like this thing. So we offer people the ability to become VIP members with UWAY, which is our distribution company. So for an annual fee of $50, okay, that's just once a year, it'll give a person access to all of the UWAY products that come through our pipeline. This is just the first, which is the Ubox. We're working on a high-speed internet router that'll boost your internet signal. It can take an average signal of like 30 megabits per second and jump it up to 250, 300 megabits per second. Something that hasn't been seen on the market. We're in the process of getting that pushed through. We have another product, HD projector. It's an HD projector with our player built into the projector. So that's another product we're lining up, as well as like upsell items like the U board, the U mouse, the U cam, all the things that tools that'll give our distributors the opportunity to make more income. So that's what the 50 is for. So for the total $449 to get started, okay, a person will receive several things. The first thing they'll receive is they'll receive inventory. They'll get their first Ubox, plus the training and support. Right? We're going to teach you not just how to use the box, but also how to sell the box. Every morning we're doing webinars at 9 a.m. for the people who are around the world to provide support. We also do open training here at the head office facility. We also just purchased a new building in Yorba Linda, over 12,000 square feet. We got the UWAY on the side of the building, so that's going to be headquarters for master distributors from all around the world to come spend time with us and train. So the training and support we're developing. We're a month in. We're still learning. We're not even at the ground level. We're at the mud level. So that's why we're bringing in these specialists from all around the world to help us train and teach and come up and perfect the system. So that's the first thing you get. The second thing you get now is as a UWAY distributor, okay, now you receive the boxes at the wholesale price of $250 moving forward. So if all a person wanted to do, and that answers your question earlier, if all a person wanted to do was direct sales, they can just do direct sales without network marketing. And now, for every direct sale, they make $150. Because if you're getting it at $250, you're selling it $399. $140 to $150. So, we have people in here. 3 people last week that hit the Century Club, meaning they did 100 boxes in 1 week. 3 people came in. So obviously they sold them for $400. They made $15,000 each. In our first time they hit 3 in 1 week. The third thing you get is you also get a website and a UID number. Okay? The website is significant because it'll allow you to have your own website with a URL, so it'll be like uboxlive.com/Roscoe or whatever your username is. So you can point traffic to your friends and family members all around the world to be able to purchase from your website. Okay? The other thing that we also have is the UID number. The only way a person can purchase from Ubox Live is if they type in a distributor number. They couldn't just go on Ubox, or like you told them about the opportunity, they say, I don't know about that, and go behind your back and just order it, and the company gets all the money. We wanted to make sure to protect our distributors that everyone who purchases from the website has to type in a UID number. So that maintains the integrity of the system.
Do you have customer service?
Yes.
And then when they call in, is it the same way?
I'm sorry?
When the customers call in?
Oh, we have customer services technical support. We
Technical
don't have
support.
customer service set up to take orders. They can only purchase it from the website
Got
or
it.
their distributor,
Got it.
as of now.
But eventually, later on, when you do set up a customer service.
Yes.
They're still going to need a
They're
UID.
going to need a UID
They're
number,
gonna need
no
it.
matter what, no
That's
matter
all.
what.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the warranty and how many days, if they don't like it, can they return it?
Yeah, they have the 1-year manufacturer's warranty. We're working on an extended 2-year warranty as well. And then we're compliant in every single state in terms of money-back guarantees. So in the state of California, any hardware, computer hardware, whatnot, it's 14-day money-back guarantee. Okay. And then last but not least, for the people who have networks, we want to also give them the opportunity to generate management overrides. Okay? So it's direct sales with management overrides. So let's say this is the person right here. You know, the model that we have at the office is, you know, you refer 3 and your box is free. Because for every person that you refer to as a distributor in your organization, you'll also make $150. So I want to make the distinction between the person who signed up as a VIP member or a person who just purchases the box as a customer. Okay? Person who purchases the box as a customer, they buy it for $3.99, but it's just like a one-off. You don't have an opportunity to make residuals. So you make $150 because since you're getting it $250. However, if you sign someone up as a distributor, you have to pay the extra $50. The reason why 95% of the people that buy the box actually pay the extra $50 is because now you have an opportunity to take advantage of the comp plan, the unilevel comp plan. Okay, so this is your first level at 150. Meaning if I were to introduce my friend to the opportunity, he says, hey, this looks great, I'd like to join on as a distributor. Well, for me introducing him to the opportunity, okay, I would make $150. So either way, if I introduce him as a distributor or a customer, I would make $150 on that first point of contact sale. However, since he became a distributor, now he has the ability to pass the opportunity on to other people. So at the second level, right, if they were to pass that opportunity on at level 2, they would receive a $20 override. Okay? And we go all the way down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the third level, they receive $10. Fourth level, they receive 5. Fifth level, they receive 5. The sixth level, they receive 3. And then the seventh level, we went ahead and made it, we gave it a little jump and made it go back up to 7 on the seventh level. Meaning each way down, you'll be able to make residual income management override off of the team that you create. So I want to make the distinction, though, it's based off of the distributorship on your team, and not just the direct sale.
And you guys have the commission software.
Yes, that's it. That's part of the website. You get your own duplicate website with the back office, to where you can log in, check your genealogy, you can check your sales, you can check the sales of people all around. Like it's going to be open door. Like you'll be able to check
And that's just $50 annually.
Annually, yeah, no monthly charge. Yeah, so to maintain your back office website, once you're in, you're in. See, so we're trying to introduce some new components to give it more of a residual income. Like we're going to have components where we're developing, more technology, applications, for instance, training seminars, webinars that you'll be able to install in here. That if you paid $19.99 a month, it can help your business grow and whatnot. So those type of things will be a residual component. But as of now, it's just the box and the comp plan based off the box. They'll just be added features and bonuses. We also do a profit share pool. Okay, so the company decided to take $5 off of every box and put it into the presidential pool, so to speak, to where, this is subject to change because we kind of want to make it exclusive, but people are already hitting these landmarks within the first 2 weeks, so we're thinking we might have to bump up the requirements. But as it stands, anyone who brings 25 people to their frontline organization, meaning the first line of distributorship on level 1, okay, then they receive $1 in the profit share pool. Anyone who brings 100 receives $2 in the profit share pool. Then anyone who brings $250 will then receive $2 in the profit share. Okay? So, meaning, like you say, hypothetically speaking, this month we're going to do 10,000 units. All right? So 10,000 times the $5, that gives you 50 grand in the pool. Okay, let's say, you know, you 5 are the only to qualify, only 5 to qualify with 250 on your front line. That means the 5 of you guys, right, will split the 50 grand at the end of each, at the end of the first month. And so that means, you know, you guys will get 10 grand each, and we pay that out monthly as far as the bonus pool, and then it resets every month. And but if it doesn't hit one month, for instance, then kind of roll it into the next month, kind of like the Powerball, you know. So makes the pool bigger and bigger. This is subject to change. Once again, I'm humble, man. I didn't think we were going to get this fast of a growth, but we want to make it to where it is only like 5, 10 people splitting the big pool, so it'll be a larger, you know, bonus to strive for each and every month. So in essence, we're taking with the $5 plus everything that we have here. I mean, we're taking about $205 out of the $399 back to the field. Same deal they would have given me right now from Best Buy or Walmart. But we feel like, you know, the profit share amongst the distributor, it'll be more powerful word of mouth. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
Yeah, wraps it up.
Yeah. Any questions that you guys have? Pretty
Oh, yeah,
straightforward.
when are the commissions paid?
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Yeah. So right now we're just doing checks. We're just giving people checks, mailing them their checks.
Direct deposit?
We can do direct deposit with Bank of America,
Okay.
but we're cutting people like physical checks right now.